Hey everyone, it's the Gridiron Geek Man, and I am coming back at you with the second episode of Black Mirror, Season 4. This one's titled Arkangel, and this one's a little different from the first one, which is pretty much what you can say about every episode of Black Mirror. I'm going to give you the quick Wikipedia breakdown because God knows I cannot remember how to put this in words well. Arkangel is the name of an implanted chip technology that allows parents to track and monitor their children, as well as pixelate images that would cause them distress. Single mother Mary has her young daughter Sarah implanted with Arkangel, which initially is effective but becomes a dangerous hindrance, and Mary allows Sarah to grow up without the use of Arkangel. As Sarah matures into a rebellious teenager, Mary becomes tempted to use Arkangel again. As this, show starts out, you got the mom who's sitting there with her daughter and is like, oh, everything's happy-go-lucky, talking to someone else. Daughter's playing around and sees this cat. Have you guys ever seen a wild cat that's nice? I have never seen that in my life. These wild cats out here fucking mauling people, and this little girl's like, I'm just gonna follow this cat. This seems nice. Obviously the mom's pissed off. They find her, and then the dude that found her was like, yeah, this dumbass bitch followed a cat. I was like, yeah, I get that. You're amazing, sir. So she's like, all right, let's go get this Arkangel shit. So they go there. Little girl's watching TV, and then the nurse is like, doesn't even talk to the girl, and it just it hits her with a needle. And I'm like, damn, right in the temple. And the little girl didn't even flinch. I'm like, oh my God, okay. A little savage we got here. Which is pretty much back to the contact type thing that we saw in the first season. That I think was A History of Us. So we're back seeing what the kid can see. And then I think about it, if I ever wanted my kids, and I think that, that's what Black Mirror wants. If I ever had kids, would I do that? And then I thought, hell no, because my kids would be communicating with ghosts and some shit. I see some damn Charlie like in Paranormal Activity and be like, oh, what the fuck? I can't even do it. Then it shows the mom. She's just fucking this random dude. He has some tribal tattoos. I'm like, damn, good to see those don't go out of style in the future or the past. Is this a long time ago in a galaxy? I can't remember anymore. And as the show's progressing, she's watching her daughter through an iPad type thing, whatever the gimmick would be. And what I'm more impressed with in this technology is how the hell is the battery life of this iPad so damn good? Where can I get that technology? That's what I need in my life. I don't need these contacts seeing my little demon children talking to ghosts. The girl's walking by this mean-ass dog, and this dog is just barking fucking louder than shit. But since she has this implant in her head, she can't see it because it's something that would boost her like adrenaline and be something that's considered stressful. So I was like, oh, well, that's not going to backfire at all. Just block out all things stressful. You kind of need to know how to deal with that shit. So I think this is almost a jab at like millennials. I kind of felt that way. The girl sees these kids at school looking at some like blood and like random like murders and shit, and these kids are, I don't know, they're like 7. I can't tell. I don't have any kids. I can't tell you how old they are. So they're looking at all this stuff and she can't see it, and they're like, oh, you fucking nerd, you can't see this shit. And so she gets home and she starts like drawing weird shit, and I'm like, oh, here we go, little Charlie from hide and seek. And she looks at the drawing and she can't even like see the blood that she drew. I'm like, damn, these are some sensitive ass contacts. So then she looks at her hand. She's like, I wonder if this would hurt. And I'm like, well, that's creepy as shit too. So she starts like stabbing the shit out of her hand. And then the mom sees it on her iPad, runs in, and the little girl blood slaps the shit out of her. I'm like, damn, everyone getting slapped in this damn show. The mom kind of sees and is like, okay, this shit ain't really working. She's growing up too sheltered. Can't deal with it. I'm going to put my iPad in its proper place next to the onion powder in my kitchen. It was the weirdest fucking place to put an iPad. So she's no longer monitoring what her kid's doing, and she took off the content blocker. You know what happened? 30 seconds later, porn. And guess what? We went and we watched porn. And like this girl, like she was like, the mom was like, make good choices, and she was like, I'm gonna watch Pornhub. And they another reference, we got Pornhub, so we know Pornhub is in this version of Black Mirror. And then she fast forwards in time. We do a little montage. She's swinging. It was a really neat little way that they directed it, and hats off to Jodie Foster who directed it, who I think has an issue with like losing a child, because it seems to be a common theme in some of her things, and like losing a child and acting crazy. I don't know if that's her point of view, but the guy that the little girl likes, that I'm not gonna use their names, the girl and the mom, mom is this dude that like just sells drugs, and they try to make it look futuristic, but this dude's like driving like a 1979 Chrysler van that they just like did a cool like matte black spray paint. So she's causing trouble with him. They're about to like, you know, do the rebellious teenager thing, but the mom hasn't checked her iPad in a while. The daughter lies and says, oh, we're gonna go over to Kaylee's house and watch the Breakfast Gang. And the mom's like, the Breakfast Club, don't you mean, sweetie? And like, oh, Jesus Christ. She goes to the Breakfast Gang thing, which she actually meant going to fuck her boyfriend at like random lovers lake. Then the mom is like, oh, Kaylee's mom, have you seen them? And they're like, no, haven't seen her. She's calling everyone, and guess what? No one's seen her. So now she's tripping out again, Jodie Foster, and again, she's like, well, I'm gonna check her iPad. And just like a mom to walk in on the wrong time, you're watching a movie, and guess what she walks in? Sex scene. Sex scene guaranteed. I knew it was happening. So boom, sex scene. And it wasn't that threw me off so much, because I knew it was going to happen. The thing that threw me off is the daughter is a virgin and says, fuck me harder. Yeah, because virgins, you know, they say that shit all the time. Fuck me harder. So then the mom, you know, plays it off when the daughter gets home. Oh, you know, I didn't see anything, blah, blah, blah. Well, then the daughter's acting a little wild. And the daughter's like, oh, hey, like lightweight boyfriend, random friend, I guess. Why don't you give me some of that coke? And he's like, maybe I shouldn't. And she's like, yeah, you should just give me some of that cocaine. And then you find out later this bitch is like 15, and you're like, God damn. Like she has not stopped. Like ever since she got that filter off, porn, coke, sex. And then again, mom's like, oh, wonder what she's doing. And just like a mom, walks in on a line of coke. And you know, don't you just hate it when your mom walks in when you're doing your fucking lines of coke? It's pissing me off too. Mom, get out of here. Mom, I'm recording. No, I'll share my coke later. So the daughter finds out that the mom was watching her again. Daughter doesn't take that too well. Shows mom how much she loves her with an iPad to the face. About 30 times it felt like. And as you're watching it, it gets like quiet and you can kind of see the angle that she's hitting. I'm like, man, she fucking killed her. Like I swore the mom was dead. Like she beat the shit out of her. And then the daughter runs away. Then it shows the mom lightweight waking up, looking at the iPad that's now broken, trying to find her daughter, walks outside and yells her name, and she ran away. No matter what, these little blonde children are just going to run away. You can't help it. So I like how it tied everything in at the end, and the daughter ends up running away anyway. I think that this episode, instead of titled Arkangel, could have been titled Hooker Origins, because I think that's just about every hooker's origin story. So this Arkangel episode was a pretty good episode. It was kind of a middling one for me. Didn't really compel me. I kind of got the point of it, but it was a good addition to the series, I think. Pretty solid one. If you guys like what I'm doing, you can give this video a like. You can follow me at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, everything you can imagine. I even stream on Saturdays on Twitch, so you can watch me play some video games. Go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments if you guys like this episode, or maybe you like the first episode better. All right, guys, I will catch you next time.